Alright, welcome back everyone to another BVTV, to another episode of the FIFA World Cup channel here on the BVTV channel. And I am really excited for this. This is the last day of leg 2 before we go on to the third and final leg of the group stage, which starts next week. We've got 3 episodes of that third and final leg starting next week. Super excited. And we're going to be seeing that the reigning, defending FIFA World Cup champions of the 2016-17 season, or series, come out of here, the Netherlands, as they take on Italy. And the funny thing enough is that when we look at this, let me get my papers, I threw them down somewhere. There you go, sorry about that. As my papers stand here, both Italy and Netherlands lost their respective first leg games. The Netherlands lost to Italy, no, not Italy, to Chile 1-0, and then Sweden beat Italy 2-0. So, and that was a very controversial game, though. By the way, both these teams are 2 powerhouses, so I'm really excited to see just what happens here in this game. And I think we're in for a tough one, as I have my chat screen up and ready. I should probably put that brightness up so I can actually see it. There we go. My chat screen is up and ready. I'm prepared for this. Let's get it going. And I keep throwing these poor papers around. I really need these. This is my lifeline, truthfully. But yeah, no. I'm super excited. Both these teams are in a must-win situation going forward because the next game we got through will feature the 2 teams who are in first place. Well, first and second, Chile and Sweden. Alright, folks, a big stream tomorrow night because it'll be the Dead by Daylight special. The Resident Evil chapter was released yesterday. I want to have 2 days to kind of catch up with it.
Useful looking ball.
Depay, oh! The shot, it's going to bounce in, and it's a goal for the Netherlands. 1-0 for the former World Cup champions. A huge goal here to kick it off for the Netherlands. Depay, an amazing shot.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a terrible effort at clearing your lines.
He tried to high kick that and gives right back to Depay. Depay's got the second shot opportunity, and he completely cashes in on it.
Restarted 1-0 here.
There we go. It's like, where's my good old papers? I have thrown those poor papers all over the place.
Barella.
I kind of feel bad. By the way, how does Italy respond? I said, Italy's a powerhouse. They have always made it past the group stage. So if they're not able to do that, this would be shocking.
Well, there is a very alert goalkeeper for you.
It was the legit. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Dumfries, what a name. Yeah, you know, Ronaldo, the man who scored a huge goal against France in the 2016-17 World Cup tournament. And the reason why I said it is because they took place during 2 different games, so that's why I give him that credit.
What can they do from here?
To Depay, the second shot, it's a goal, and it's a brace for the Netherlands, 2-0 in the first 22 minutes of the game. A huge goal from Memphis Depay.
Well, here we'll see it again, some lovely quality passing, fluid as you like, and then the sheer power of
this was amazing quality.
Really impressive. It's a thunderbolt.
Memphis Depay, a huge goal. A huge brace he's got already. How will Italy respond? They're being kind of attacked right now.
Bonucci
to Giorino to Barella. So this team is such a powerhouse. It would be insane not to see them potentially advance past the group stage. This is the group of death, and it's a very unlucky draw for all 4 of these teams.
Frankie de Jong. Blind.
Goes Blind.
Klaassen.
Let's see what the Netherlands have planned. They're already up by 2 goals.
And there to intervene.
Goes De Jong. Sorry, wrong team.
Immobile.
Italy is gonna potentially here oh no, they're starting to get a little bit sloppy. And that Netherlands, what was that? You didn't even see. I hate those type of passes. If you don't even get to say, hey, what is up, TC? How's it going, man? Well, what's up, TCG? But when you have those type of passes that do absolutely nothing, where your actual, you know, fellow wingman is, what are you doing? Why are you just doing a no-look pass? They did lose possession momentarily for that, but just bad passing.
Jorginho.
Just out to Verratti, to Immobile. They had the guy who was right in the goalkeeper's box. Pretty good yourself. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Had a decent games on the siege yesterday. I finally got my mojo back, and yeah, whenever I found a game that didn't have questionable headshots and questionable aimbots and stuff, and DDoS, I dominated actually quite well.
Verratti, and unable to keep the ball.
Because now it's Netherlands pushing, and here's another thing too. Oh my God, that ate that poor guy's face. Goodness gracious, how was Giorgino Chiellini still like? Nice to be on Tuesday. I probably should be. I may dedicate a little bit more time to Dead by Daylight so I can get my killers and survivors up a little bit more. Potentially. Going for it. The shot, a huge goal for Italy. And it's 2-1 in the 41st minute of the game. And now they're only down by 1 as they trim their deficit. 2-1 still to the Netherlands game.
Well, here's the replay, and it's an exquisite ball over the defense.
Ciro Immobile with a huge goal, but here's the thing: is that both of these teams are between a rock and a hard place, essentially, right? You've got Italy 0 points in their first game, Netherlands 0 points in their first game. You've got Chile and Sweden both winning, and both respectively were upset victories. Then you look at it. You go into it, both those teams at 3 points. They're going to face each other right now. One of those teams are essentially going to guarantee 6 points with the win. Which means there's a good chance that they'll be advancing to the next round, assuming not knowing how the rest of the games are going to go.
And so the first half draws
the winner of this game
here in West London
gives themselves a second chance to hopefully advance, depending on which team loses that game coming up between Sweden and Chile.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far. As the second
There's a lot of moving pieces already in Group I in the group of death, essentially.
Not a good pass.
So and what I'll wind up doing is same thing what I did with the group stage by a random draw. I put all their team names into a cup, and I just pulled them out one by one. I'll wind up doing that with the knockout stage, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and things like that.
And back with Jorginho. On to Jorginho. Immobile. Verratti now. And space for the cross. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser.
I mean, they're trying very hard, but they're stuck in a very bad corner position here. They're trying to get out of it, but the Netherlands did a great job having a blockhead. You knew that was going to happen, but still it's Italy's ball once again. Mo, the man's already got 1 goal in this game.
And a textbook interception.
Good interception there by the Netherlands defender.
He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
He definitely has been. Memphis Depay is the other guy who's got goals for the Netherlands, and in a time where they really need them. And he could be looking for a third.
Looks promising.
Who do you think is going to win the trophy fight between Connor and Dustin? That's a tough one. That's such a tough one. Offsides, by the way.
And a substitution in the offing.
Like deep down, I want Connor to win, so that way it keeps Connor relevant, you know. But what better guy than to kind of send Conor McGregor packing than Dustin Poirier? Like, looking at that fight, it's like I'm a big fan of both these guys. One, because one does amazing charity work, and how can you hate on someone who's trying to give back to his community? And you have another guy who is arguably one of the not the best at mixed martial arts fighters, but one of the most notorious mixed martial arts fighters, if you know what I mean. And I've always been a fan of Conor, so it's hard not to say I want Conor McGregor to win. But this one is so up in the air because Dustin Poirier gave Conor McGregor his first knockout loss of his career.
Wonderfully weighted pass.
The only difference that I like to point out is that every time Conor fights, and I don't think people realize this, he's off for 2 to 3 to 4 years. A lot of these guys, you can't call a guy a regular fighter, as some people did. And when a regular fighter fights once or twice a year, Conor fights once every 3 or 4 years.
Options available.
I'm gonna go with Conor again.
Verratti.
No, there's a sort of thing. It is. I mean, I'm not going to say it's their weakest division, but besides Conor, Dustin, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, and
Bonucci. Barella has it.
Tony Ferguson. I don't know why I couldn't think of Tony Ferguson. I can't name anyone else in that division.
Daily Blitz.
And I watch their thing like weekly, especially when they have their fight nights. I just got ESPN Plus back, so I've been trying to watch their shows. I can't name anyone else in that division, man.
Weghorst.
He goes, Depay, the hat trick, no, to Weghorst.
The keeper had to react in an instant.
So close, an amazing save there from John Luigi.
He's driven in the
Not John Luigi. Donnarumma, there you go. I was like, I know this guy's name. Why can't I say it?
Offside.
That's an offside call on what? But no, UFC is in a weird spot, man. Like, if you look, they've released so many notable names. Like, I'm really curious to see how their next UFC game is going to go out, because a lot of the guys who have been successful in my series are not going to be in, the next game unless they have like a partnership with all these other companies to get them back in there. Like, I think we're going to be looking at a bunch of, like, rookies and stuff in the next. It would be super weird, because a lot of that star power from those guys who are important, like Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley now. Woodley's not there.
And it's a matter
and that's just two notable names right off the bat. It's going to be interesting, man. The roster is really looking unrecognizable as we move forward. And I'm not sure if happy about it or not. Then again, the UFC's entering a different period. And one coming out of the COVID era, so it's going to be interesting to see how the UFC kind of shapes up these next 2 years, man.
Pressing as a team.
I'm pretty sure that was like a handful.
Down by a goal.
But
this could be the final
hopefully that answered your question. You got 2-1 here with 9 minutes left plus added time. Let's see how Italy can potentially try to score a tying goal here.
Well, they keep the ball moving.
They had to release
Yeah,
I mean, but they released like 30 fighters, Like, it wasn't like, oh, we're just going to release like 10 and people you guys have never heard. These are guys who have been around since UFC, UFC in 2005. Vecero Immobile turning for the shot, good save of the goalkeeper, guys. He got blocked. Well, Paul retired. Paul failed to retire, but he's still part of the commentary team. So I'm going to assume that he'll still be in the game next year, whenever the next one comes out.
Counter-attack is on. Options available.
At least that's my hope.
Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
If I'm the Netherlands, knowing that I desperately need 3 points here to at least keep myself alive for the third leg, I am not going to try to score another goal with limited time left. You want to drain the clock out, and I'm pretty sure if Italy scores a goal now, which we've seen a lot of late second goals, some that have won games, some that have tied games. Try to push them on a minute of added time. They want to try to get rid of the possession here from Italy's hands.
Barella. Immobile.
Great block, great.
And there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
And Italy, the Netherlands gets a huge 2-1 victory here. They gain 3 points. Italy with 0 at the end of after 2 legs here, which means they won't be going anywhere in this tournament besides going home after leg 3. Memphis Depay, the hero for the Netherlands today. The next game we got for you, by the way, is going to be Sweden versus Chile. The top 2 teams will be going at it right here, right now, in the Stamford Bridge. For match day 3, we'll either be going to the Tottenham Hotspurs arena, or we'll be going to Old Trafford. Haven't made up my mind just yet. I probably really should, now that I think about it. And then Chile. I mean, you can keep your jersey, why not? World Stadium. This is like that right there is like my default stadium whenever I'm playing with a career mode for a team that doesn't actually have a set stadium. Anyway, folks, let's get it going. We're here in the Stamford Bridge. Sweden in the yellow, Chile in the red. Both these teams won their first successful match days. Who is going to win the first leg? Who will win leg 2 here of the group stage?
Yeah, the talking is over. The game plans are set. Now it's up to the players to
I wonder
go
where
out
Marvin
there
Vittori
and
goes from here.
There's
Him
nothing the
and Paul
managers
Costa
can
have been
do
trash
once the
talking,
first
but
whistle goes. I think, Derek, we're in for a cracker.
Paul Silver. I don't believe the fact, like, you're telling me you got drunk on a title fight, the biggest fight of your career, and you're going to go out drinking and get hammered. What? That doesn't make any sense. And if that's your excuse, that just shows the immaturity level. Like, you're not ready to be a champion if you're not sitting there getting ready to fight, getting ready for a fight, and in less than 24 hours, you're already getting, like, washed.
Up against today.
Paulo Costa really not only hurt his value with that comment, but if I'm Marvin Vittori, I just got off a fight with the champ. Like, I lasted better than you. If I'm him, I try to set up a fight with Robert Whittaker.
And they'll get ready for the throw in.
That's what I try to do. Because Whittaker right now is guaranteed to get a title shot sooner than later. Why not try to pull a fight with Whittaker before that? That way you can get that rematch. Instead, yeah, it'll probably be on short notice. But if I'm Marvin Vittori, I want a title shot. I just pushed the champion to 5 rounds.
Well, he's got amazing finishing ability.
I've tried to get into soccer, but I just can't for some reason. For me, believe it or not, back in 2014, that's when I really got into soccer. The World Cup was free on Telemundo at that time. And for those who actually don't speak Spanish, so I didn't understand what they were saying. But it was free on Telemundo. So I got to watch almost all of the World Cup for free. And
well, they've given him too much space.
I fell in love with just the actual sport during the World Cup. So for me, the World Cup has meant so much to my attention span in soccer, and it's because of the World Cup that I started buying their games, and I've started buying, and I started, you know, I even have my own favorite teams now, and I pay really close attention to the sport. And it's honestly a wonderful sport. Like, I really enjoy it. I know probably the game itself for some people is kind of hard to understand and kind of hard to get into. I think if you got to have really good commentating sense for that matter. Like I've always said, if I ever find someone that has some type of like passion for whatever series I do, I would immediately try to have them on this channel as like a co-commentator. I feel like having 2 commentator voices is better than 1. Always has been.
Well read to put an end to that attack.
And, you know, I get that some people may feel soccer is too long, and it's too... I look at soccer as like a chess match, truthfully. That's what it is to me. It's like, who's going to make the first mistake? Who's going here, and why? Did that pass make sense? How are they explaining the pitch? How are they trying to chop up the defense? What are they seeing that I'm not? And things like that.
Sebastian Larsson. Lindelöf.
But by the way, folks... Tomorrow, 8 p.m. I might even do it an hour earlier to get more content out there. The Resident Evil chapter will be on the channel. It's going to be an appreciation chapter because it came out yesterday, but I want to give it 2 days. That way, every major streamer who's trying to stream to get all those views gets all their views. So I don't have to worry about being in a war with that.
Oh, a lovely ball.
And that way, I can just focus on having fun while I'm doing it. I'll probably start book the snoot challenge again, so that was fun.
Players waiting in the center.
But
still on level terms, moving the ball.
Yeah,
nicely.
so 8 p.m. tomorrow we've got the Dead by Daylight Resident Evil chapter coming out. I will only be using Jill, Leon, and Nemesis for that episode. And that was actually a free kick given to Chile, by the way. And on Friday, we've got MLB The Show 21. The Rejects basically returns for another episode. That'll be fun.
Well,
we got on Friday.
But they got nothing out of it.
And then Saturday, We've got WSVR 2008 ECW Gem Mode. That premieres at 3 p.m. So go check that out on the Saturday, and that'll conclude the episode. So that's 5 live streams, 1 premiere. A lot of content this week. A lot of content.
An incisive pass.
Let's see here. I'm going to miss Damien Myers fighting. His last fight was at pay-per-view, I believe. I thought he had one more fight in his contract. I thought he said he wanted to fight Nate Diaz. That's his last fight.
It's deadlock. Could be a mistake. Could be a moment of magic.
I could have sworn that was his like initial. I seen it somewhere.
Well, that's one for them to pursue. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
This has been a back and forth battle between these two sides.
Sebastian Larsson. And Quaison has it.
Quaison, what a name.
Philip Haylander.
As I'm trying to update the
Larsson with it.
Official records. 2-1.
Christopher Olsen.
Won that. It's funny, as I go, and you guys can see as I've like updated everything, there's a hot mess when it comes to this stuff.
Haylander has it. He's given us away.
That was a big win. Italy suffering 2 losses. Wow, 0 points. Well, at least they finally scored a goal. Let's start there. Italy scored 0 goals in their last game.
Larsson with it. Larsson.
Quick question. Are you into comic books? I just got into them. I used to be when I was like super young. Like when I was like 9, 10. I used to be into the really cool ones with the DCs, with the with the Joker and Harley Quinn stuff.
Christopher Olsen.
Those were pretty cool.
Isaac.
It's because at that time I really wasn't much of a
come and gone here at Stamford Bridge.
Marvel DC fan. I'm still not. Folks, going into the half, it is 0-0, but I've always felt the comic books are pretty cool. Especially the Star Wars ones.
Second half. What's uppermost in your mind, Lee? Well, I've just heard some fans
saying I'm still updating that. Italy's been updated.
It's been terrible.
Netherlands, a huge 3 points for them.
Well, the ball lost here.
They scored 2 goals, gave up 1. Wow, so hey, they're actually at a neutral goal differential. Look at that. Good job, Netherlands.
Haylander.
So yeah, Group I is shaping up to be an eyebrow-raising one. It's still going to be super weird not knowing that, not seeing Italy in the knockout stage, something that we've been accustomed to seeing them in. Losing their first 2 legs, having to wait for, the third one.
He'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect.
It's funny because I actually think I booked that somewhere down the line too. Dan Ige versus Korean Zombie. I'm pretty sure I on one of the fights because I know me and the fight committee, because we weren't going to have enough time because I know 2 of them are going on vacation for 2 weeks at different times. We quickly had to book the rest of the fight nights from fight night 34 to fight night 39. So those 11 fight cards have all been made ahead of time. So you're going to see almost the whole division, for every division, on display, which I thought was really, really cool. And I will have to then solemnly book the pay-per-view, which is going to be interesting because I haven't done that in months. So that'll be an interesting decision to make of who is a rightful contender or not going forward for the next pay-per-view next month. Yeah, fun stuff.
Here, but the pressure escalating.
So there's a lot of work that goes into that UFC 4 series that you guys have no idea about.
It's opening up for them. And still looking for space.
This Moore is in a very interesting spot. He's got a man with him. He's got Alexis Sanchez.
Well read to ease the pressure.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to see how both these teams are in first, second place, and they're both equally matched. Something you really don't see, and they're both 2 underdog teams too, by the way. Here's Alexis Sanchez though trying to end the break here, and they ended Chile with a huge goal, 1-0 for Chile. And the 63rd minute of the game, a massive one. It comes in.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really
well done. Arturo Vidal seen Alexis Sanchez waiting on the break there, and an easy goal for him. It was him and the goalkeeper. Big goal for Alexis Sanchez.
1-0 then.
No, I love Dan Ige, man. That guy is an awesome fighter. I've enjoyed his work since the pandemic started. He's been a perennial fighter, and I loved it.
Well, far from the ideal
but
pass.
the blockade finally broken as a goal has been scored. How will Sweden respond as Chile has possession of the football?
Pulgar. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Chance to attack using width. Aranguiz,
all right.
Now Vidal. Sanchez. That was a menacing attack.
Sanchez's potential trying to score a brace. If you're Sweden, a tie here still puts you in good favors. Quaison, he needs to keep running. That boy needs to keep running. Quaison, the shot's a goal! And we're tied in the 71st minute of the game. 1-1. A massive goal, the tying goal to put Sweden right back in this game.
Surprise is the key, but then there's still plenty to do from here. Under all sorts of pressure.
I'm going to try my forward for the first time. That's pretty cool. What's
great goal.
Be safe with those.
A level contest, 1-1.
Those four-wheelers, man, they'd be dangerous, man. I'd be hoping people be safe on them.
Winning it back.
Wear a helmet if you need to. Because if you're talking about, like, the four-wheelers, like the ones that are, the little side ones, those things are pretty cool for the outdoors.
Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that.
Right now, it's funny, as Chile thought they had a lead, Sweden answered right back at them. And now we're back at a tie game. We've got 15 minutes left plus added time. Which team is trying to take a lead here and get out of this draw that this standstill they've been in for the majority of the match? Right, folks, after this we'll be going to Group J, and the shot gets saved by the goalkeeper.
And problem solved for now.
It's funny, every time I seem to be streaming, there's always like a thunderstorm waiting to appear. Now I'm not cool with that. I'm going to right on my farm, so it should be fine. But I'm still nervous because I've never drove one before.
Robin Olsen.
Well, if it's just on your farm, and I'm pretty sure they'll help you out with it, and they'll just say, hey, look, this is the acceleration, this is the brake. Don't go too fast, and watch for the rocks.
Lindelöf now.
Lindelöf, what a name.
Emil
Forsberg. Go, sweet. What's up, Miss Speck? How's it going, man? Welcome.
Forsberg. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily.
Here's the thing, is that you look at it again, we've been in a standstill for the majority of this match. Chile scored. Sweden scored within 5 minutes.
Near the end of this game.
This back and forth battle between the two has been absolutely an amazing masterclass to see.
Pulgar.
Goes Pulgar, but he's going backward, the complete opposite of what Chile needs right now. So Mora could potentially make the shot. No, it gets stopped, and now Sweden's has possession here. Will be ending in a draw for both these two teams. There is a minute plus added time left. Moore is all alone. He's got Vidal now. To Pulgar, but they need to get something going.
Excellent vision.
Aranguiz.
This looks promising.
They need to be careful with going back. The referee will call it. Moore, he missed.
There's the whistle. They can't be separated after
a heartbreaking one, and what could have been the game-winning goal at the literal last second. But either way, we are stuck at a tie game. Both these two teams will be earning a point for this amazing match. As, again, leg 4 is going to be a very interesting one for Group I, I'm telling you. We'll be ending that match as a draw. As a point for each of them. That'll put Sweden and Chile at 4 points. It'll leave Netherlands at 3 with Italy with 9. We're going to the next group, which is Group J. And that will feature, let's see here, who's up first? Ivory Coast and Austria going at it. Okay. If you don't know who Ivory Coast is, it's Cote d'Ivory, for those who don't know. Oops, keep missing it. And Austria. Yep, here we go. Well, that's actually a pretty cool jersey. Make sure we got it in the Stamford Bridge. They're hosting for the match day 2s. We'll probably do Old Trafford for match day 3s. Why not?
Good evening to you, and a warm welcome to the part of West
All right.
London where the
Ivory
King's
Coast
Road
in the
and
orange,
Fulham Road
Austria
meet.
in the black
Stamford
and
Bridge. My
baby
name is
blue
Derek
/ teal.
and with me
Really
in the
bad with
commentary
colors if you
position
haven't
is the
realized.
former
But
Arsenal
either way,
fullback Lee
let's
Dixon.
get this game
And
started.
getting
I am
ready
going
for
to make
what's
sure
be
I do
potentially
the
thrilling action
results
here.
for the last game,
It's Ivory Coast
so that way we
versus
don't miss
Austria.
anything there.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Lovely to be here. I can't
So we
wait
actually
for
got a
this one.
tie. It
A
seems like we
nice
get
quick
one
tempo
tie
from both sides would be
per
ideal
show.
for me.
Are these
Let's
based
hope we
off
get
real
that.
life
Should
games?
be a great game.
In a kind of yes. The majority, and that's a goal! And Austria scoring within 4 minutes of the game. I wasn't expecting that, but we're getting it off started with a banger here. 1-0 already. Wow.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely through.
One more time. Number 9 sees his opportunity to get to his man. Number 25 making good right on the opportunity here. Make sure he gets right before the goalkeeper can actually dive for it. Slips right past him. A split reaction late to it. That's going to give Austria a 1-0 goal here. A huge goal at that.
The opening goal of the game there.
Yeah, these are based off of real life teams, and I just made their group stage by putting them all into a cup and picking them out one by one. I did the Swiss round system, so that means it went 1-1-1-1, went back to 2-2-2, and things like that. And we are here with this, so I'm pretty excited for this World Cup. It's been a while since we've done one. After this series is over, we're going to be doing for the first time ever a Women's World Cup tournament with the 16 teams are going to go at it. So that's going to be really fun. And that'll conclude the FIFA series for this year, actually, because I don't have any plans to do anything else with it in 2021. So we've got a lot of soccer to do, and I'm pretty excited for the seasonal series. It's been a fun one, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it too. Obviously, the group stage, as you know, is the longest part of the series. I think that's what makes it the funnest part too. It also adds to the story of all these teams, and it's just a great time. I said tomorrow we'll be doing the Resident Evil chapter in Dead by Daylight. That's special at 8 p.m. And will be the show Friday, and the premiere for WSVR 2008 UW Gem Mode on Saturday. So it's been a pretty big week for us in terms of content making. Goes Kaja Koulibaly. He's going to be in a bad spot. Going to get to Sangre.
The ball with
Kaja could. Ooh, yeah, they're in a bad spot. Ivory Coast needs to try to do something here, so to get rid of the Austrian blockade.
Defended well.
And he was squishing like a sandwich. He had nothing to do. Austria once again with possession. And so I did put tie game for that. I did not. I didn't put the 1-1.
Unable to keep the ball.
But also update their records here. Austria, Chile.
Sangare.
Takaja. See what these guys are doing here. I said Ivory Coast again has been trying to do something offensively, having a tough time. That Koulibaly is going to have this one opportunity if he takes the shot.
Superb defensive
Takaja, but he's not going to be able to get there in time. So Austria has done a great job in terms of blocking any type of passways for Ivory Coast as they get closer to the goalkeeper. And it's extremely smart. You add defensive pressure, you're going to cause mistakes, and you're going to cause turnovers. That's exactly what they're doing, and it's been pushing Ivory Coast back, as we've seen for the first 25 minutes of this game.
Koulibaly. And there to intervene.
Watch, you can only shake your head and go, yikes. So it's 4 points for Sweden. 4 points for Chile.
Not a good pass.
So depending on weather, if it permits,
read it well.
We may have to end this early, unfortunately, which I'm really hoping not, because apparently it's just started to thunderstorm every time I'm streaming now.
Poggia. It is a decent looking attack here. Now, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say.
Yeah, so Group I, as I said, is going to have a very interesting narrative going forward. Especially in their final leg starting next week.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
Actually, I don't think we'll see them for next week. I think they'll be going...
Nicolas Pepe.
Not next week, but the week after that.
Willy Boli. And space to attack.
So now we'll have 24. teams left, which will be 12 games, and we'll probably split that as
Ibrahim Songare.
12 games, can't really split that evenly. That's 6-6, 7-5. Yeah, we'll probably do 6-6. That way we can still keep it as 2 episodes for that.
And the emphasis is on creativity.
Here's Kaj. Oh,
strong but fair tackle.
Gotta think here. Austria's already got that 1-0 lead, trying to extend it too.
Well, terrific skill.
It's funny because Austria and Ivory Coast are the 2 teams that actually lost their respective first leg games.
It's with Ilzanka.
To Alaba, David Alaba.
Florian Grilic. Sasha Kalajic.
Kalajic, what a name. What a name.
Patient build-up at the moment. A wonderful intervention. Kojia.
This Kojia here, so that's the right name. That's the right way to say the name. You see, they're trying to do something. They're just getting kind of stopped at every step of the way. Pepe de Codger's in a bad spot. He's trying to just save position for his team. They're in a good position. Oh, he's getting pushed out of the box, yeah.
It's opening up for them. Songare.
It was the biggest problem that Ivory Coast has is that they just they spread out and they constantly go backwards so much it hurts them. And that is the end of the first 45 of this game. That it's only one shot has been taken in this game. That was by Austria. Look at that.
The teams are ready to have a go.
It's crazy. Look at it. Russia and Belgium in this group have won their first respective games. Ivory Coast is
well,
they're right now not looking too hot, and Austria also had that first game lost. So.
Florian Grilic. Martin
Sorry, that was like I woke up like 20 minutes before I started streaming. So that was also a fun one.
Grilic now.
Hinterregger, I think that's how you say it. Some of these names I'm looking at, I'm like, how do you even pronounce that? You know, the World Cup really does challenge you in terms of trying to get these players' names right as you talk about them.
Played well and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Dragovic, like that's an easy one.
Martin Hinteregger. Well, it's one pass after another. Kalajic.
Okay.
Stefan Ilzanka. The ball with
Sabitzer.
Read it magnificently and intercepted.
Gartner, there you go. There's one person I know that for a fact. A few years ago, it was Gatlinger, and that was a great name. That was awesome. That is once again also getting position right back again. I'm telling you, it's been a tough one for Ivory Coast to even get possession. Truthfully, when they do, they typically move it up to a potential attacking opportunity, and they kind of fold right as they get there.
Kalajic. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Couldn't keep it. Eric Bailly.
Let's see what Ivory Coast has got. We approach that 60th minute.
Kessier.
You've got to think they've got to have some type of attacking plan. I mean, they've been struggling to do anything. It's Koulibaly. He's got... Oh, he did have some. Just didn't want to pass to him, I guess. So you give it to... Instead of giving it to the guy who's going to have an attacking opportunity, you give it to the guy who's going to get sandwiched by 3 people. That's what I'm talking about. The IQ of passing here has not been very smart in Ivory Coast decisions offensively.
Alaba.
That's smart. They just pushed David Alaba all the way to the back there. Now they've got to kind of reset Ilsanker to Grosic.
Now. Marcel Sabitzer. Can he do it? Excellent assessment of the situation at the back.
These teams truly struggling to get anything honestly going. Delaney, oh, okay. This is a promising attack. Well, it was until they did that again. They get stopped so much here, and I don't know why they constantly go backward when they have that open opportunity.
Pepe. What a shocking pass, really.
It's like watching them have that highly much anticipated build-up for it to do nothing. You know, it's been tough to watch, especially on Ivory Coast's part.
Marcel Sabitzer. It might be on for them.
I don't like soccer, but I love it. Hey, thank you, TCG. I appreciate it, man. I try to make this fun and realistic and intellectual as possible. Because there are just some times where, like, you know, you can see the difference of formations here. And I'm not saying that Ivory Coast doesn't have the right formula. But what I'm trying to say is, offensively, they keep doing the same thing. And Austria has had it down pat for the majority of this game. They need to change something up, and then they need to down. You're down 1-0, which means defensively you're not doing anything wrong. You had a bad spot. Austria took advantage of it. It happens, and that might be goal number 2, but a great save by the goalkeeper.
Well, really, really strong.
So now maybe you need to make something. They did make it. Zaha's going to come in for Kaja.
Corner kick played in. Oh, cleared off the
great header there by that defender.
Real danger.
So now.
Now.
You got to try to do something. We've had a lot of last second goals, so I'm not going to rule Ivory Coast potentially tying it at the end of the game.
Liner. Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic.
To Baumgartner.
Oh, a nice
trying to get to Il Sanker.
He might profit from here, you know.
He definitely could. They're trying to push him out to the corner.
They really look after the ball.
See, you know, I give Austria credit. They're also draining the clock as they're trying to score the insurance goal. I think it's very smart how they do it.
5 minutes left, and the margin just 1.
And then that mistake didn't really help their cause. But now it gives Ivory Coast one final chance. They've got 4 minutes basically plus added time to do something. To do anything. Well, wow. I guess not.
In terms of the counter attack.
And if I'm Austria, I just drain the clock.
Florian Grilic.
Get your 3 points. It keeps you in close contention to potentially pull off an upset and advance to the next part of the knockout stage. Going into that third leg. Sabitzer is going to come out for Schaub. That's substitution made by Austria.
And he read it well.
If I'm Austria, just run the clock.
Just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages.
You've won. You gained 3 points.
Schaub.
Referee can call it right about now.
Sasha Kalajic.
Referee, you can do your job finally. Thank you. All right. And Austria is going to get 3 points off the 1-0 victory here against Ivory Coast. Austria came to play Ivory Coast. That was questionable. But either way, a huge 3 points for Ivory Coast. It'll keep them in the talk. And the next game we got is Belgium and Russia. As it'll be Belgium will be on the home side for this one. But this should definitely be a really, really fun one. Go back to the Stamford Bridge. I really wish they would just keep it at the Stamford Bridge. I wish there was a way just to keep it there, you know?
The floodlights are beaming down on the players here at Stamford
Bridge. Right, folks, Belgium in the red, Russia in the white. Both of these teams were in first, second place. Belgium, who had scored 5 goals against Austria in their first game, now has to take on Russia in their second. Russia, who actually beat Ivory Coast in their game by 3 goals. They're in second place, 3 points. It's being interesting. Who's going to take that first place spot? Will it be Belgium? Will it be Russia? Let's find out.
A look at the starting 11 today.
And as that goes on, let me actually
plays with Jan Vertonghen at the
update.
back. Yuri Tielemans plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the
Those
centre of the
rankings,
park.
not rankings,
And
but
in
the
attack, Eden
schedule.
Hazard starts alongside Romelu Lukaku.
1-0 win. Yeah, we've had a couple of 1-0 wins. I feel we've got a couple in here. 1.
What do you think we can expect to see from the visitors
2,
tactically,
3,
Lee?
Well,
4,
I think they'll sit everybody behind
5,
the ball, out of possession,
6,
trying to hit the team on the
7,
break. Makes sense to me,
8,
to be honest with you. But you need to be very
We've had 9
disciplined in
1
your
wins.
defending.
We've had some
throughout
amazing
the team
games in this
if you're
World Cup.
gonna
I'm looking
carry
at
out
all
plan
the group
out.
stage for the first 2 legs. This has been some amazing football. Soccer, sorry. Oh, football, soccer, same
Great
thing.
vision. Excellent defending.
It's a booming kick out of there, my goodness. Right, folks, after this, we'll be going to the next group, Group K, which will see France, India, Germany, and Wales in that one, all going at it. And the key game in that one is as Germany will be taking on France. So that'll be a fun one.
Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up.
Goes Dries Mertens trying to get it to Hazard, but nothing. Hazard actually beats his man, and a huge goal, 1-0 Belgium. A massive goal to kick it off in the 14th minute of the game.
Well, Derek,
I thought that the defender got there in time. Somehow Hazard was able to trip over forward and get a hold of the football. Wow, Eden Hazard, a huge goal. Wow. So far, we've only had 2 players so far have a hat trick. That was Romelu Lukaku and someone else recently. I can't think of the name right now, but it was a big player.
Well, that attack going up a dead
Then
end.
we've first had one guy who scored the most goals we've ever seen in a World Cup by a single player, 5 by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ozdoev.
He made history. So that was pretty epic on his part.
They couldn't maintain
By the way,
possession.
folks, if you don't know, once we get to close to the semifinals, we will have 6 teams left. After that, we'll have 3. So the team that scores the most in their respective game will go into the finals, as we'll have the semifinals sudden death game between the 2 low-scoring teams right there. So it'd be a very fun time to experience and witness the dramatic gameplay.
Hazard.
Yeah, so the knockout stage will be 2 episodes. We'll do 6 games each, so it's 12. Then we'll go to the stage of 12, the quarterfinal. Yeah, the round of 12.
Well, just couldn't keep the ball.
And that'll also only be 6 games, and that'll be 1 episode, and then we'll, things like that.
Torgan Hazard. De Bruyne now. Tielemans. Precise ball movement. Options in the middle.
Whoa. Tielemans, Lukaku.
Won it back. Zhemaletdinov.
He goes Zirkov, running up for Russia. So the 2018 World Cup was honestly amazing. He goes, Golovin is wide open. Oh, he should have took the opportunity. Should have took that opportunity from that area. Should have. I definitely would have. There was no one there to try to even stop that attack or hinder it.
And Mertens. De Bruyne. And return to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Mertens.
To De Bruyne. All the world.
Now Alderweireld. Lukaku.
They're pushing it back and forth here.
Tielemans.
Trying to open up something. Oh,
well, nothing productive,
good stop
really.
there. Let's see, they actually still have to do the Austria games. Austria won, Ivory Coast getting their second loss. 3 points for them.
Minier.
It only took 1 goal.
Alderweireld.
Ivory Coast still hadn't scored a goal in this tournament. Wow, puts Austria at a -4 goal differential. Oof, that's interesting.
On the ball. Tielemans. Lukaku.
Well, that sucks for your Ivory Coast. Your last game's going to be against Belgium. Oof.
And now
tough
passing
one.
it through. Lukaku.
Kaku, but you can't possibly try to pass it through there.
De Bruyne.
The bullet shot, what a shot, but then they called it offside though. No, it wasn't. Alright, it was just a corner. Corner here for Belgium.
Played into the
it will be taken, and
and you need your defender to take charge.
You give it to Hazard. Thorgan. Hey, what's good at Icy Bodena? Welcome, welcome. Cock trying to be pushed to the outside, to the wing.
Meunier. And now here's Eden Hazard.
Dries Mertens, the shot's a goal. It's 2-0 Belgium right before the end of the first half. A huge 2 goals for Belgium.
It's a class ball through to split the defence and then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely.
Certainly wasn't. Absolutely not.
It's a really lovely finish.
2-0 at the end of the first half. How does Russia respond after being down by 2 goals? Russia's going to kick off the second half of this game for us.
Plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway.
What are they doing over here?
Chikia. Well, moving the ball impressively here. Ozdoev.
Ozdoev, what a name.
And here's
Zuba.
Zuba.
Shimladino,
here's
okay.
Ozdoev. Golovin.
Yeah, no, the history that we're going to be making with our first ever Women's World Cup, I think would be awesome. You know, it only took a little while for them to be included, but I'm glad that we can actually do it now. 16 teams would be a fun experience, and to see them all going at it, I think will be something special. Especially since it'll be immediately after the World Cup of this.
Ozdoev.
And I know that in their group stage, there will be 4 groups. That'll be three match, 3 legs right there. So that'll be 8 games, and we'll do it twice. So that means their group stage will last a week and a half. So there should be about 4 or 5 episodes. It'll be a little bit. It'll be definitely short. There's not a lot of teams. But there's Eden Hazard running like there's no tomorrow. Eden Hazard, the shot, his second goal of the game. It is 3-0 Belgium against Russia. As he has scored a brace so far in this match in the 56th minute of the game.
Well, let's see the replay and look at the pace at which the counter-attack happens. And he chooses to use power in the finish.
Russia, I don't think, was prepared for the way Belgium's been playing.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add.
That's a good question. So it's going to be Belgium's ball once again. So they have a -4. Ivory Coast gave up 1, so they're going to be at a -4 as well. Sheesh is right, man. I'm telling you.
De Bruyne. Well, really intense pressure applied.
It definitely has not been a great game for him. Yeah, Belgium, Russia's been was just probably hoping for a reset button at the moment. That is going to be gone and out of there. My goodness. Throwing here for Russia.
Well, they are
substitution was made as Belgians. You take out Tillmans for Den Donker. What a name. Where are these names at? I have no idea. I honestly have none.
Beautifully disguised ball.
Golovin, the shot. Oh, it bounces off the post. How heartbreaking.
Crossing opportunity. Golovin.
Golovin to Zuba's wide open. The shot, it bounced off the post. This time it goes in. It is 3-1 Russia. Belgium still. But it is a huge goal for Russia as they trim the deficit to now only down by 2 goals.
Well, here's the replay. Sometimes keepers use those posts as the part of their defence.
Artem Zuba with a huge goal. 3-1 Belgium still. Let's see how they're going to respond as Russia's only down by 2 now.
Slipshod
Oh, it was a
passing.
bad... For whatever reason they went for that pass, I have no idea.
Dendoncker. Well, possession ceded.
Where is that going? Up there we go.
And the ball with De Bruyne, and he's making
Belgium's
progress.
getting sloppy now. They're getting very sloppy towards the end of this game. Or the later part of this game, I should say.
Mertens. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his
Maybe
man.
Russia's just playing a lot harder.
A good and
Their
fair
coach gave him
challenge.
some inspiration towards that when Belgium scored that third goal.
And breaking at pace with menace.
That they are.
Zuba.
So now he definitely wrote down that they
Golovin.
tied really 1-0.
Can he get one back?
These guys are updated. All right, awesome. So what's the next after? So will it be... No, Wales
now
and India
the
will
corner.
be guaranteed next. Okay. Try to make sure. And right here, a corner for Russia. They also have a substitution as Zamaldinov is going to come
Played
out
into
for
the centre of
Miranchuk.
the box.
I can't believe I even said that name right, but either of them right. That right there is like a celebration of
Chiquilla.
victory for me, you know?
Ozdoev.
So I can say this, assuming
Golovin.
that 2K2022's shot meter is
To make sure nothing untoward happened.
not horrendous like this year's is.
Now this could really lift spirits.
Wow, that could have been goal number 2. The shot, it's a goal! 3-2, Russia with another huge goal, as right now, they're only down by 1. It is 3-2 Belgium still, but Russia is potentially on a huge comeback to tie this game up. Can you imagine if Russia can tie it up? They have 11 minutes left to do this.
Had his pocket picked and rightly punished. Schoolboy stuff.
Belgium kicks it off first, and absolutely, Belgium got so sloppy after that third goal that these are mistakes that they are getting way too overconfident, and it is costing them now. As Russia has possession of the football, they have 8 minutes left plus added time. Can we potentially see a tying comeback and a game that should have been all Belgium?
And a poor ball.
Belgium, if I'm Belgium right now, knowing that I'm giving this game up, I'm not trying to be offensive. I want this completely... Eden Hazard trying to score, and it bounces off the post. The story of this game has been the post that's seen more action than anything lately. Belgium able to regain position in a game that has been tooth and nail because of Russia.
Over, but it wasn't to be. They've now got a chance to get back into this. I'm not sure what's going to happen next, Derek.
If I'm Belgium, run the clock. You're in a very odd predicament, and they have not been in for a while. Run the clock. That'll be a corner, I believe. Russia making another substitution. Ozdov is going to come out for Foman. Corner here taken by Belgium.
Into the area, and he clears the danger.
Belgium should just run out the clock. They've got 2 minutes of added time before they capture these 3 points.
Jason Denayer. Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku now. And intercepted it.
That'd be also Belgium survives the Russian comeback.
Well, it was tight,
They pick up 3 points in a great 3-2 game. What a game it was. Next game we got for you folks will be Wales taking on India. That game will be up next. Let's get straight into it after. That was an amazing game, and that was basically made by Russia right there. The heart was amazing. Give them props for that. That was a great game. So we got Wales, who shockingly beat France 1-0 in their first leg, which was... I didn't see that one coming by a mile. Wales, India, here we go. Now, can India kind of pull off the same upset? You know, Wales coming off of a high and beating these guys, France. So, I wouldn't put it past them. They could be taking India a little bit lightly.
Good evening to you and a warm welcome to the part of West London where the King's Road and Fulham Road meet, Stamford Bridge. I'm Derek Ray, joined by
folks.
Lee Dixon
Wales,
in the
India going to kick it off for us.
And every expectation that this will be a captivating contest.
As that'll kick off Group K.
Versus India.
Then right after this we'll have France versus Germany. What'll be a fun one. India in the blue, Wales in the red.
Really attack the opposition, put them on the back foot.
And as this game goes on, I'll make sure update the statistics for the last game. Russia being handled their first loss. Belgium, a solid 2 wins. 6 points for Belgium.
Ramsey.
That 8 goals. Oh my God, that's 8 goals they've scored so far. They've only given up 2. They're at a +6 goal differential. Can you believe that?
Well read to put an end to that attack.
+6 goal differential. That's nuts. Russia scored 2, so they're at 7. Sorry, they're at.
Well, it has been fantastic to monitor the development of Gareth Bale down the years, Lee.
They gave up 3.
What should we expect from him?
He's on the ball all the time, and his ability on the ball is
absolutely phenomenal. So they still have a positive goal differential after that.
He lends it to his teammates,
and even with that, they're still in second place. Go on.
Very difficult to get the ball off him.
Bale. Can they get in behind them? Cuts it back.
Look at this. They're trying to get something going here. Aaron Ramsey. Let's try to get it back to the out. Where is he going?
Well, fine use of the ball.
Let's say, like, where in the world is that man going? Ampadu. To roll. Wow, and just pushed them. Well, did push them all the way back. There was more of the no shot.
Well, he really read that.
Why would you do that? It makes no sense. As if that was actually going to get past the defender. Like, really? Let's see, India though. Like I said, India suffered a loss to Germany 3-0 and still played their hearts out. So, you know, kudos to them on that.
An attack full of promise. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it.
The Hearts, alright.
Alert defending.
That was very alert defending, alright. Wales. So we're actually tied here in the first 20 minutes of the game. Okay. Roberts. Make sure I add that because I've added the
Moore
3-2. Belgium won big in that one. All right. Wales, India, Germany, France, Hungary, Colombia, Portugal, Peru. So Portugal taking on Peru will be the final game of leg 2 and the final game of the stream for today. So that'll be a fun one. And that is, yeah, all right.
And room now out on the wing.
It's funny because after this, I can then go over all the updated stuff. And Gareth Bale, a huge goal by Gareth Bale to put Wales up 1-0 in the 26th minute of the game.
Well, here's the replay, and Derek,
a huge goal by that man, Gareth Bale.
Should be fined a week's wages. It's terrible, and he's punished. Some explaining to be done to his coach, I feel.
And you're going to kick it off for us. How will they respond? Goes Genty now Palan. Going to Atwall. Paraj. Alright, let's see what India's got here. They're trying to get something going, trying to get some forward momentum. Wow, that one poor guy is by himself. Oh, goodness. Be interesting to see how India has a plan here, try to get through the Welsh. Wales blockade. And nothing really going on much for India. They're kind of slowly moving forward, slow and steady. It's been a bit of a interesting one. I think this is the All right, finally something on the, well, the attack kind of foiled here, but they're going to get a throw in, I believe. No, Wales going to get thrown. Goes right back to India anyway, but at least, you know, they're moving up forward. Trying to expand the pitch, we love it.
Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser.
They're visualizing, I'm telling you. I think that's what they're doing, promising. Trying to see the opportunities first. I'm not really sure what India's doing.
Attack.
I'm a bit confused,
Looking away
actually.
Patiently, looking for an opening. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
I got nothing there. I honestly got nothing for that. I was trying to figure out words to say on their attacking form, and they have possession again, but they're just,
saw the situation developing.
They haven't really done much with it, you know.
Ampadu. Ramsey has it.
Ampadu, what name?
Joe
and Ramsey's a pretty good player.
Fine sequence of passes. Roden.
Well,
Ramsey.
We're still waking up. You know, I probably, you know, I spent the last like
and the first 45 minutes
4 hours last night from like 11 to like 3:40 in the morning, trying to pick classes for the fall semester, and
plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins.
Spawn to Shak Rabordi. What name? What are with these names? Make them easy for me.
Poor pass.
LA folks, it's 1-0. Wales leads a solid 1-0 here against India.
James. Well, great read there to intercept.
Yeah, that's a good interception by the defender there. India now with possession, see what they can do. They've had moments where they've gotten close to the goalkeeper zone, but nothing
really
too
first half display from Gareth Bale in this game, Lee.
Nothing too crazy.
Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
There's Chakraborty, okay.
And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Looks promising, this.
Potential shot, potentially coming in target. No, I spoke too soon. He's going to go out of bounds. He keeps walking that way. They're trying to keep it, trying to, you know, make sure they can try to find the man open.
Continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it.
No, that's something they definitely aren't forcing it, and just kept a cool, collected head throughout this whole match.
A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward.
And I'm really impressed with it too. Like I said, it's been an odd offensive run here for India. They haven't done much with possession, but they're still trying to find something.
Real danger.
The guy's right there in front of him. Why isn't that going there? Bale, one of my favorite players. You know, I've always had respect for Gareth Bale. I feel like he's a better golfer than he is as a soccer player sometimes. When he plays good and not off bench. True. Yeah.
The cross is on.
Fair. Right now, he carried the Wales to a 1-0 win against France. He's just so far carrying them to a 1-0 potential win against India. Though I'm not sure what India is doing here. They've had the ball for almost a millennium, and I have no idea why we haven't even seen a shot. I mean, they've said, "Who are you, the guy who's going to score?" No. Oh Lord. So that I did him wrong. I don't think they liked it. They just didn't like each other.
Ramsey.
They did not like each other.
Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Have they given him too much space? Oh, it might be. And a goal!
Well, goal number 2 for Wales.
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded.
Kiefer Moore, a huge goal there. It's 2-0 Wales against India in the 69th minute of the game. India, I'm not sure if they're even really here anymore. I think they're just trying to put on a passing display to kill time.
We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game.
Like, they're trying, but man, is it... It's very,
easy for his opponent. Committed challenge.
It's something. That's all I got. It's something. They're trying.
James.
Some more man's really got a goal in this game. Now to Bale. Another guy's got a goal. To James, trying to add to the goals here.
Real.
Not going to happen. Good save there. It's a very dangerous spot to be in a goalkeeper. You definitely don't ever want to pass that. You know what? I would potentially do a series to where I put all the best teams in 4 divisions.
And he read it well.
And I take the worst team, and I take one player, and I build around that one player. Who would that be? I actually don't know now that I think about it. Like, maybe Lukaku, maybe Hazard. Maybe Raheem Sterling. Sterling's really talented. Like, something like that, just take one player. Boom.
And the ball's gone.
That's my guy. That I wouldn't mind doing on a live stream.
I must say, this looks promising. What can he do from here?
Swami, no. Oh, what the...
Well, they couldn't quite muster a real threat.
They're trying. India has tried this game. I give them all the credit in the world. But I'm not really sure where Moore is going with this. He's kind of trapped there in the corner. He was trapped in that little small area. And Padu. It's funny, Wales' last game is against Germany, so I'm kind of intrigued to see how that's going to go out. Goes Hennessy. Okay, let's see what Wales has got. I mean, man, India's crushed. None of them hard. Look at that. He's got 4 players right there. That was a lot going on. Here goes Moore trying to move it to the middle of the pitch and does that successfully. He's moving it more past the pitch to their own third. They're also draining the clock, which is smart. Because for Wales, this would be, when they win this, since they beat France, that was 3 points. Since they're going to beat India here, that's an extra 3 points. That's 6 points they've gotten in two games. Something that we really didn't expect from Wales in general.
Now Ben Davis.
The India's got France in their last game, so that would be interesting.
Bale. Very comfortable when in possession.
And that is it. Wales defeats India 2-0 to get their 6th point. And a huge experience. Kind of puts them to a nice spot to be in, especially for advancing to knockout stage. But they still have to deal with Germany the next game. And then they've got to hope that Germany beats France. Or at least ties with them, All right, folks. France, Germany. This game is up next. Here we go. Funny why I keep looking, even though I know the teams, there's certain teams that are on the home side for certain games, some that are on the away side. So it should be interesting to see. It's just keeping it in all continuity. The Opel Arena. What an interesting arena. Where are we at? Come on. Come on. There we go.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to.
We're going to skip that. We don't need to see all that stuff.
And the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. Stay with us.
Alrighty, folks. Germany and France. Germany won their first game against India. Now they've got to deal with France, which will be arguably definitely their toughest game.
Joining me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And without
France knows that a tie knocks them out. Well, it doesn't knock them out, but puts them in a tough spot. A loss definitely knocks them out. That means Germany has 6 points and Wales has 6 points. That means they're not the most they can get is 3, so that's not going to do anything for them. Kai Havertz, Kimmich. And down to Leroy Sané. And that's to be a penalty in the first 5 minutes of the game. That is something France, that is Pavard. I want to see this. Well, he definitely did knee him in the shin.
He knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off.
Gundogan, the man for the penalty, but Hugo Lloris is a great goalkeeper. He's not doing anything as Germany scores 1-0 in the first 6 minutes of the game, thanks to a penalty.
Well, as we see it again, I can tell you
one more time.
Been jangling, but he kept his nerve. Really good.
Hugo Lloris had no idea what was going on. Ilkay Gundogan, a huge goal in the 6th minute of the game. That penalty. France already down 1-0 to a similar spot they were in against Wales. This is not looking good for the 2016-17 World Cup runners-up.
Mbappe.
Actually got to do put in the results for the last game.
Now with Benzema.
India suffering their second loss.
Could potentially do a bit of damage here.
Well, let's pick up their second win. Paul Pogba, another great defender.
N'Golo Kanté.
They're a great midfielder, sorry, correction.
Benzema. Here's Mbappe.
6 points. They now have 3 goals scored. They haven't given up any, so let's get on them. 3 goals.
Kanté. Benzema.
Plus 2 goals.
Here's Mbappe.
I said France is all offense. You neutralize their offense. You're in for a good. You're in for a good time. Leon Goretzka. India still 0 points, but a -5 goal differential.
Goretzka has it now.
-5.
It's with Lucas Klostermann.
Okay, so Wales and India have been updated accurately.
Rudiger. And Kimmich.
Wales another one their game, and they lost 2-0.
Goretzka.
All right, so that's all been updated.
Klostermann.
Okay, perfect. So, folks, the last group that we'll see end this episode will be Hungary, Colombia, Peru, and Portugal. As Hungary will take on Colombia, and Portugal will take on Peru in the final game we got for you of the episode. And then we'll run down all the results so far from leg 2 and what's kind of happening in leg 3, like we've done in every game, in every episode so far.
High quality defending.
So that'll be a fun time. There's Benzema to Rabiot to Benzema. Now to try to get to Mbappe, but there's nowhere to be found.
Benzema.
You see France on the counterattack, looking good for him. Manuel Neuer still the goalkeeper for Germany. Wow. All right. Whoa, it's going pretty far to Gundogan. Where are all these goals? Where's all this going? Look, Leroy Sané now to Serge Gnabry.
Sané has it. It needs an accurate cross. Kimmich.
Joshua Kimmich.
And here's Joshua Kimmich. N'Golo Kanté. That's what he does. Oh, he's given it away. Gnabry. Now with Kimmich.
Leon Goretzka. Goretzka, what a good save by Lloris. Corner for Germany. This is one of the standout games of this episode, definitely.
He wasn't messing around with the clearance.
Probably one of the better games we had in the World Cup in general. This, especially for the group stage.
Kai Havertz. Onto Goretzka. Gundogan. Tremendous block.
If he would have turned and Oh was right. I said this is two of the best teams in the world, literally. And I realized the 2018 World Cup winners, and first they're the 2016-17 World Cup runners-up. And it was actually kind of funny because I believe France was the team that knocked out Germany in our last World Cup in 2018, or it was the other way around. I can't remember. One of these two teams knocked each other out in the knockout stage last time out. So there's a bit of bad blood here between these two.
Joshua Kimmich.
You know, for Germany, what better way to stick it to France? They lost to Wales and then they lose to Germany. Even if they beat India, they're gone because Germany and Wales will have 6 points. So for France, they're trying to avoid a potential disaster and of being knocked out in the group stage, which has never happened before so far. Remember that they made it to the finals. last time out. And then they made it to the knockout stage in 2018. So they've been successful. They know what it takes to get there. This is just not the France that we're used to seeing. That was a bit questionable, ref. You probably could have called a free kick on that.
Strong but fair tackle. Serge Gnabry.
Serge Gnabry, okay.
And Kimmich.
Kimmich to Gundogan. Gundogan, sorry.
Goretzka. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment.
Now to Kimmich, trying to run the clock out for this half.
Well read to put an end to that attack.
That's what it felt like, truthfully. Said this game will be so fast-paced, man. It'll be hard to keep up with the action. But Leroy Sané, oh!
Well, they've won themselves a corner and a chance.
A corner here with added time.
Over it comes, and clearing it away.
If we can call it, that is the end of the first half, folks. Germany leads 1-0 thanks to a penalty kick. France will get it kicked off for start the second half, and something that they desperately need to win. Drawing isn't bad, but a win keeps them assured that some type of safety, you know. When will the series end, like the championship? The championship, I haven't calculated that far, because you got to think we still have another week. We still have another 3 episodes, so that's next week will be 7 and 8. The week after that will be episode 9, which will be the final group stage game. The round of 24 will be 2 episodes, so that's 10 and 11. So that's 2.5 weeks right there. The round of 12 will be its own, which is 6 games, so that'll be episode 12. That's 3 weeks. And then the quarterfinals will be 4 games, which will be episode 13. Then episode 14 will be the finals, the semifinals, and the quarterfinals. Sorry, the semifinals and the finals. So that's 2, 3, 4 games as well right there. So about 4 weeks?
Well, it's not all about tipping balls
four and a half weeks. And then we'll start the Women's World Cup, which will be about 4 weeks in total.
And Kimmich.
Probably not, probably 3 max. So yeah, you know, the Men's World Cup will take long, as I've said. We go through 72 games in the opening 3 legs. The only 3 games of every group.
Timely intervention. And the defender,
so that's a lot of soccer right then and there alone. There's a corner here for France. They're finally on the offensive. It feels like forever since they have.
Conte has it. Mbappe.
Pretty good at Khan.
And Kimmich. Sané.
To Gnabry. Great stop there by N'Golo Kanté, one of the best midfield defenders in the world.
Pogba. Now with Benzema. Rafael Varane. Griezmann. Well, attacking possibilities. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it.
And we're tied. We are tied 1-0. A goal in the 69th minute of the game. A huge goal to tie it up for France. They're still alive in this game.
Well, here we see it again, and it's all about the pace of the passing. One touch, slick movement, and then the sheer power of the strike. Really impressive. It's a thunderbolt.
An amazing thunderbolt at that. Amir Khan.
20 minutes to go.
Kimmich. Because this series has to be done by August, or at least by the end of August, because that'll be the end of summertime, and the World Cup is typically our summertime thing.
Now with Kimmich.
So this will be our summertime series.
Rudiger.
So to see it in its glory, I think every year in the summertime things would be absolutely wonderful.
And he saw the situation developing. Karim Benzema. Now
Paul Pogba. Stop this. I said a draw doesn't completely knock France out. But if they beat India their next game, and Germany even ties with Wales or beats Wales,
excellent defending.
They're done. That's why France needs to win so badly here. A tie is cute. It gets them something. Gets them a little bit of insurance, but then they've got to really be watching their monitors very, very closely.
Toni Kroos. Havertz.
And there's still enough time for there to be a second goal for one of these teams. So Germany, who may not be satisfied with the draw, might try to go all the way in with an all-out nothing attack. It's going to be thrown here for Germany. Rabiot, that man right there, scored the tying goal in this game. He's going to come out for Tolisso. I don't think Germany's even had a substitution yet. This has been the team that's been around the whole game.
Goretzka. Now with Kimmich. 5 minutes remaining and level pegging here. Kimmich. Goretzka has it now. Serge Gnabry. On the offensive, is there to be late excitement? Joshua Kimmich.
Guys, we're seeing a good build-up from both these sides.
Of course. And now with Havertz. Sané. On to Gnabry.
I don't think, yeah, they get stopped. It was a good defensive stop. And now, hey, what's up, Wale? Welcome, welcome.
Griezmann.
And now with a minute plus added time, are we looking at a draw?
Karim Benzema.
World Cup Soccer, yes, yes.
Really vital.
There's a minute of added time. Germany can try to hold out for the draw, which I think they're going to do.
Kai Havertz.
And they do. It is draw here. We got a draw, 1-1. That'll put Germany to 4, France to 1. If Germany beats Wales, France is finished in their third leg, in the third and final leg. So a little bit of drama coming on to Group K here. As out of all teams, Wales is in first place with 6. That's just as shocking as ever. Hungary, Colombia is up next, folks. We're going to go straight into that one, as that'll be Group L. Should be a fun one. And yes, World Cup Soccer all day, every day. Not really, but you get the point. Where are you, Hungary? There you go. Colombia, you are over here somewhere. There we go. Why they give me World Stadium? Keep it on the Stamford Bridge. Right, here we go. Yeah, I seen he was on XN. I was like, good for him. He's like the new enforcer. By the way, folks, Hungary in the red, Colombia in the blue. This kicks off Group K. This is game 7 of 8. After this, we'll have the final game of Leg 2 and the final game of this week, which will be Portugal and Peru. That'll be up next, the final game we got for that stream, in the stream. And as that's going on, let me actually update what happens. France still yet to have a win. But at least they finally scored a goal. Hungary for the win. Let's see, you know, they can They can potentially pull it off. I have faith in them.
Most teams have a preferred way of playing. The visitors do like to press high. They try to force errors. Lee, do you anticipate seeing that from them in this game?
That's still
I do, Derek. I really do. It's a brave way of playing, though, away from home. It just shows the confidence the coach has in this group of players.
So their records, important stuff is up to date.
Gustavo Cuellar. The attack continues.
That's funny, because after this we'll finally be able to start eliminating teams, which will be the funnest part of it. Say, you're eliminated, get out of here. That's gonna be the fun stuff.
Duvan Zapata. And space for the cross.
What are they doing here? Colombia's got it confusing the heck out of me.
Just couldn't keep the
Let's
ball.
see, to make sure we got that. Germany tied with France. We had a few ties in this episode. Yeah, Sweden tied with Chile, and now Germany tied with France. Okay. Oh, same score. Sweden and Chile tied 1-1. So with Germany and France.
Adam Nudge.
Interesting. All right. So looking at all the games here, if you guys didn't even see that list, it's crazy.
Adam
I was in the photo. Well, besides the thunderstorming and stuff, and having to stream during the middle of a storm, because it seems to be whenever I've been streaming, there's been really bad storms. But yeah, I've been just trying to hang in there, you know.
So Bosloy, Roland Salai, untidy in possession.
But actually, these guys are all updated. Like I said, I will go through the results of everything during the 8th game we got for you, which would be Portugal and Peru, and the second half of that game.
Just not looking confident in possession.
So that way we can give all the rest of these games all the attention they deserve, and still give the final game the attention it deserves. It's sunny here at 83 degrees. Well, that's nice.
Adam Nudge.
It's probably hot and humid once the raining stops. I'm pretty sure the raining did stop, honestly.
Oh, good vision.
Here goes Salai. Salai, the shot's a goal for Hungary! 1-0 Hungary! A huge goal for them in the 24th minute of the game.
It's perfectly timed. It causes havoc, but then there's plenty to do from there. He's hit it so well. Lots of pace, lots of power. And the keeper just
well done on Colombia looks shocked they even got that. They scored that. It's funny looking at this. It's quite interesting because in this one, Colombia got absolutely mauled by Portugal 7-0. 5 of those goals were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo. Wow, my ears starting to hurt. What the heck? Yeah, 5 of those goals were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the pass not finding its target.
And so they're down with 0 points. Peru and Hungary actually drawed 1-1 in what was an interesting 2-2 game. So if Colombia lose, they'll be down 4, and there's no way they're going to come back from that.
Here's Barrios.
So Colombia's in an interesting situation where if they actually wind up losing this game, yikes.
Now he must favour the cross.
You know, you're seeing Colombia trying to get something going, and Hungary's been right there up on their tail the entire time.
Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser.
They're trying, but they are struggling.
And with that, the attack fizzles out.
I said Colombia hasn't even scored a goal yet in this competition. Seeing teams that still haven't scored a goal, we've got a couple teams so far. I mean, India hasn't scored a goal yet. They've played 2 games. Ivory Coast hasn't scored a goal yet. They've played 2 games.
Wilmar Barrios.
Or is it Finland hasn't scored a goal, and they actually had 2 draws. And they've played 2 games. Turkey has lost twice, hasn't scored a goal. They've got none. They've played 2. So there's a couple teams who
pressing high to win the ball.
Have legitimately not scored a goal.
They need to get tighter. Duvan Zapata.
1, 2, was that 3, 4?
Will he play it in? Potential danger.
3, 4, yeah, 4.
Still alive.
How was that? Give every bit of your props to Hungary on all sides there for not giving up that goal. It was like 3 shots, I think, that got blocked. Or it was, whoa. I was like, okay. Yeah, so Colombia does not want to be the 5th team to not score a goal in 2 games. Especially for how good of a club they are.
Nudge. So Bosloy.
But I will reveal the group stage to you guys. When is
Nudge.
Dead by Daylight? 8 p.m. stream.
So Bosloy.
Dead by Daylight's 8 p.m. stream is tomorrow, Thursday. It is the Resident Evil special where I'll be using Nemesis, Jill, and Leon, and we'll probably have some special appearances by some of my friends to come in and be part of it. So I think that would be pretty cool.
The teams are ready to have a go at each other
and things like that. So you'll probably hear some some appearances by people. I can't confirm that just yet, but I'm looking to do it from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. maybe even later, and go far further with it to really hone in on how good it is. My Dead by Daylight people, I have not forgotten about you, just because since the FIFA series has been taking up two slots of days in my thing, it'll be a little bit hard to get you guys a lot of content with it. And honestly, I don't view it as a bad thing, because it gives me a little bit of a fresh break to come back and be a little bit more creative with it when it comes out. I won't be as streaming as much with the series. I'll be doing a lot more videos, and I'm probably doing a lot more tier lists and things like that. Things that I know I'll have fun with, and you know, just be innovative with. But yeah, it's kind of kind of it.
Kalmar just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Oh, surely!
And Hungary scores their second goal. It is 2-0 Hungary. How is this happening? Hanya with a huge goal, man. Salai right there, he had the first goal of the game.
Some lovely quality passing, fluid as you like, and the thunderous strikes.
And by the way, folks, I'm actually going to show you guys and talk to you guys about the Women's World Cup tournament, because in my hands, and these papers, this has the group stage for the Women's World Cup. It's already been made, and I'll set it just in case these guys score again. So it looks like they were on track. The third goal, it bounced off the post.
Would have expected more.
Well, with all the goal to aim at, he chooses to hit the woodwork.
So in Group A for the Women's World Cup, it is England, Australia, Mexico, and Sweden. England will also host the World Cup for the women's. I figured since they're already hosting the men's, you might as well give them the women's for this year. Why not? In Group B, it is the United States, Brazil, Germany, and the Netherlands. So that's like the group of death right there. And Group C, it is China, Canada, Japan, and Scotland. And in Group E, it is New Zealand, France, Norway, and Spain. And those are the 16 teams that will be competing in the Women's World Cup. Each episode will have 8 videos in the group stage. 8 matches in the group stage. So that's 3 episodes worth of 8 matches. And then we'll go on to the quarterfinals, which will be the 8 teams. The semifinals will be the 4 teams, and then 2. So you got a lot of things. Muriel, a huge goal! A huge goal! It keeps them alive. It is 2-1 Colombia. Colombia finally scores a goal in this tournament.
This passage of play, it's lovely to watch. Superb passing, and he had choices.
And we got a game, folks. They trimmed the lead 2-1. It's still Hungary's game.
Lovely goal.
Let's see how Hungary responds. There's a lot of time left. They're not trying to give Hungary the pass here.
Adam Nudge.
Yes, and by the way, for those who are always wondering when I'm doing certain streams, if you guys go click on the About on my YouTube channel page, I actually post the week in advance, not in advance, but I post the week every Sunday night for that following, though you guys can see what's happening. So you guys kind of know what's going on.
Salah. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up.
Definitely tidied up, absolutely.
Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Moving the ball forward with purpose.
It's funny because once we get out of the group stage, it goes back to 6 games. So I'm trying to go for the shot. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper. The guy who, before he passed it to number 20, he should have just taken the shot. And substitution made by Hungaria's Kalmarzin come out for Siger. Corner taken. Corner thing. It's going to be blocked.
And great use of the ball.
Now Colombia has possession of the football. As we are approaching the 15-minute left mark of this game, Colombia trying to tie it up. Here goes Miro running like there's no tomorrow.
A chance to whip it in. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here.
I've definitely got to write that down. Our FIFA World Cup champions history.
Adam Nudge. Adam Soloy.
Said goal. I said, ladies and gentlemen, my ultimate goal is 1,000 subscribers. That way I can do so much more with you guys, and that's what I'm really just hoping for, is getting those 1,000 subs.
Adam Nudge. Can he put it away? Surely.
The shot, great save. Wait, the diving hitter. It's 3 goals. Wow. Wow, Hungary making sure that they can do everything in their power to make sure that Colombia will not be going on to the FIFA World Cup knockout stages, as a beautiful diving header goes right past goalkeeper Adam Sazali. A huge goal. 3-1 Hungary in the 81st minute of the game. Colombia now down by back to 2. How's it going, man? What games did I miss? So far, you have missed Netherlands versus Italy, Sweden versus Chile, Ivory Coast versus Austria, Belgium versus Russia, Wales versus India, Germany versus France. You missed 6 games. Boom.
Wilmar Barrios.
Folks, remember, next week we kick off in the 3rd and final leg of the group stage, and then we'll be going right to the knockout stages.
Wilmar Barrios. It's with Mina.
So that'll be a fun one. This is not the last game. The last game is Portugal versus Peru. That's the game coming up right after this. This is game 7 of 8.
Teammate in support. And still looking for space. Wilmar Barrios.
Go for the shot. It's a goal right at the end, almost at the near end. It's 3-2. Colombia trying to mount a comeback here. Mateus Uribe, a huge goal.
3-2 in this match.
It's 3-2, and if I'm Hungary, train the clock. It's 2 minutes at a time. Why are you going to try to give the team possession? Knock them out with the win here. And move forward.
On to Orban.
I woke up and it's 3 in the afternoon. I feel you at Sherman. I feel you, man. I woke up at like 1 something. Guys, hit that like and sub button. Please, definitely hit that like and sub button. Thank you, I keep forgetting that. Let's get me to 1,000 subs so I can get that super chat and be able to do a lot more with you guys, man. That's what I'm dying for. But a huge win here for Hungary. They win 3-2 against Colombia in a barn burner. Next up, folks, will be Portugal taking on Peru. The final game we got for you. Let's get it going. Let's see, Portugal. There you are. Peru. Where are you? There we go. Let's get it to this Stamford Bridge. All right.
A warm welcome. Blue is the
The final game of leg 2 and the final game for the week. Portugal in the red, Peru in the white. I'm going to actually update the stats for that last game. Gary gets its first win, Colombia gets its second loss.
It's Portugal versus Peru.
4 points, they scored 3 goals, and they scored 5 goals.
How important it is to start off the game
They gave up 2, which
really
means
attack the opposition, put them on the back foot.
Fortunate, they have a +1 goal differential. Look at that. Good on them for that. Colombia scored 1. Sorry, they scored 2. Gave up 3. Wow. Colombia's given up the most goals so far in the tournament at 10 goals. They've given up 10 goals, ladies and gentlemen. That's a -8 goal differential, which is probably the worst that we've seen. Yeah, it's got to be. You know, it's funny. Portugal every year seems to score the most goals throughout the group stage. Like, giving up 10 goals is unheard of.
Accurate pass upon accurate pass.
That's nuts.
Carrillo.
3-2.
Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now?
All right. So we have, yep, last game of leg 2. All right. Like I said, once we get to the second half, I will go through the results of everything in the second leg so far.
We're going to focus on Cristiano Ronaldo.
You got to focus on. He had 5 goals in his last game. That's a record right there for the most goals scored in a World Cup game in our series. Peru for the win. Good luck. Yeah, they're gonna need it. I mean, when Portugal scored 7 goals against Colombia, who definitely has not shown up in this World Cup. That was shocking. Ronaldo had 5 and someone else had 2, so it was an insane thing to kind of realize.
Is it going to end up being productive for them? Danilo Pereira.
Goes Fernandez to Sanchez.
Now with Danilo Pereira. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes.
To Silva. Let's see what Portugal's got.
Ronaldo.
This is a very slow possession. I mean, I'm so used to. I'm still thinking about their last game. It was like goal after goal after goal. I was like, Jesus, man, it was nuts.
Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. And return to Ronaldo.
Oh, Ronaldo tried, but ain't nothing happened over there. Lapadula, what name? What last name? Lapadula.
Sergio Peña. Renato Tapia.
Intriguing. So game 8 of 8, the final game in this episode.
Yotun.
This Ronaldo trying to run like there's no tomorrow. Well, he gets stopped and he gives it right back to him. Yeah, there's been some pretty solid defense on both sides. I feel like defense has been one of the best things about the World Cup and the series so far for this year. There's been some amazing defensive plays, and I give much credit to all these teams. It's been world-class competition, world-class defense, and world-class offense.
Sergio Peña.
And all these teams have given it their heart, and that's what I appreciate. Like, every game has been a barn burner, even ones that have been super slow. It's been a great performance by everyone. He gets it back, the shot, he gets it through the goal! A huge goal for Peru. It's 1-0 thanks to Lapadula with a huge goal to kick it off.
Well, Derek, as we see it again, it's a big mistake.
Wow.
Trying to teach youngsters not to get caught in possession and be aware of what's around you.
1-0 Peru in the 30th minute of the game, something Portugal didn't expect to hear.
1-0 then.
A huge goal indeed. Goes to Fernandez, now to Ronaldo. To Pereira. It's funny, folks, if you also don't know, I'm running a professional wrestling company. In 2022, we will have our first show. So, Sanchez, wait a minute, Sanchez, equalizing goal. We're tied 1 apiece. Portugal, 1-1. Yeah, I heard he's not the next gem. I heard he's the new enforcer.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. And the thunderous strike to beat the keeper hands down is absolutely brilliant.
Even Steven, one apiece in this match.
We're even all there, but like I said, I run a professional wrestling company. If you click on the channels part of my YouTube page, Urban Pro Wrestling, the channel is there. Definitely subscribe to that, man. I can't wait to be putting on shows. I think it'd be a fun for you guys. So subscribe to Urban Pro Wrestling. Also subscribe to the BVTV channel, and I'm also part of a podcasting network, Urban Wrestling Network.
Christian Ramos.
Part of that. So I'll even probably be doing an NWA review today. I think we'll even be doing an MLW show soon. So there'll be much cool things there for it.
Peña. Carrillo. Sergio Peña. Tapia on the ball. Luis Abra.
It's only because he isn't cleared to wrestle yet. Well, he's never going to be cleared to wrestle yet. He's been on that concussion protocol for like 2 years now. They're not going to clear him. He's had too many concussions since being there. They won't clear him. They won't. They're not going to.
On the ball. Yotun. Renato Tapia. Yoshimar Yotun. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build.
Wow, where was that? That was a horrible. Basically they really did give that ball, absolutely. And that is the end of the first half, folks. We're on to the second half of this game as we're tied 1-1. We're going to kick off the second half of this game is officially underway. Sorry, the second half is officially underway. I was hoping he was going to go to Impact MW. I was too, to be honest, but it is what it is. And folks, we're going to go through the recap of basically everything that's happened so far in this tournament. As the papers say, the papers never lie. Okay, who scored more goals in the second half? Well, you know, it's definitely tough when you're going against one of the best teams in the world here. But I'm not going to roll it through. They've already scored once. They can do it again. All right, in Group A, so far in first place is England with 6 points. In second place, it is the Czech Republic, who have 3 points, and they have a positive 2-goal differential. In third place, it is Australia, who is in third place with a 3 points and a negative 1-goal differential. In last place is Venezuela. In Group B, in first place, it is Denmark, who have 4 points. And in second place, it is Scotland, who has 3 points, but a positive 3-goal differential. In third place is Paraguay, who have 3 points with a negative 2-goal differential. And in last place is Bulgaria with 1 point. In Group C, I don't know who is winning this one. And I hope Alex Black becomes the new Dark Order leader. That might happen. Could happen. Definitely a possibility. I could definitely see it. In Group C, it is Ecuador, who's got 6 points there in first place. In second place, it is the United States, who have 3 points and a positive 1-goal differential. Norway's in third place with a negative 1-goal differential. Ronaldo, a huge goal that gives Portugal lead. It's 2-1 Portugal. Thanks to that huge goal.
Well, it's just great play.
And in last place is Romania.
So many options for the passer to choose from.
In Group D, it is Canada out of all teams in first place with 4 points. Mexico and Finland are tied for second and third with 2 points.
And we're inside the final 30
minutes. Brazil is in last place with 1 point. In Group E, it is Switzerland and Uruguay tied for first and second with 6 points, and Egypt and Turkey are nowhere to be found. In Group F, it is Ireland, who are in first place with 6 points, as Greece is in second place with 3 points and a positive 1-goal differential, as Cameroon is in third place with 3 points and a 0-goal differential, basically. They're tied. They're even. And Iceland is non-existent. Jeez, what a close start game. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's been the result for a lot of these games, man. I'm telling you, they've been very close and very fun to watch and commentate on.
Well read to ease the
in
pressure.
Group G, it is Slovenia who's in first place with 6 points. Second place is South Africa with 3 points. And in last place, tied for third place, is Northern Ireland and New Zealand with 1 point each. In Group H, Argentina is in first place with 6 points. Spain in second place with 4. Poland in third place with 1. And China with none. In Group I, it is Sweden who is in first place with 4 points with its positive 2 goal differential. Meanwhile, Chile's in second place with 4 points and a positive 1 goal differential. Netherlands in third place with a 0 goal differential, while Italy has none. In Group J, it'll be Belgium in first place with 6 points. Russia in second place with a positive 2 goal differential and 3 points. In third place, it is also with 3 points and a negative 4 goal differential. Goodness gracious. That's brutal.
Bernardo Silva.
Wow, they could have gave it to Garrett there. It was wide open. Either way, what was I at? Oh, Ivory Coast has got 0 points. They're in last place. In Group K, it is Wales out of all people in first place with 6 points. Germany in second place with 4 points. France in third place with 1 point, and India in last place with none. Last but not least, so far we know Hungary is in first place with 4 points and a positive 1 goal differential. Colombia in last place with 0, and Peru and Portugal Portugal stands is in second place with 3 points, and Peru is in third with 1. That also can change as this game goes along.
Not getting anxious when they have the ball.
So I'll have to recap Group L soon. But never mind, Peru ties up in the 77th minute of the game with the tying goal. It is 2-2. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? Lapadula has a brace. He's got the only 2 goals for Peru, keeping them in a game where they should be losing out, honestly. It has been an emotional mangle. A team who is definitely not on par with Portugal is fighting with tooth and nail with everything they've got to have a tie game as we speak.
Bernardo Silva.
You always see this type of action in the World Cup, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted.
There are still 8 minutes left plus added time for a potential equalizer. Who's going to get it? Not equalizer, for a potential game-winning goal.
Bruno Fernandes.
We have seen a lot of last-second goals so far in the group stage. This could be another case here. Sanchez to Ronaldo, trying to keep it. Jota.
And Renato Sanchez with it now. On to Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes.
Can Portugal get a huge 3 points here and score this goal?
Ronaldo.
They're being pushed back. And it gets intercepted. That's 3 minutes and plus added time for Peru. Oh, well, never mind.
To win possession back. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count.
Ronaldo trying to go for the shot. Potentially, no, it's Fernandes. It gets stopped. Peru with a huge defensive stop. A minute plus added time. What is going to happen? Tick-tock. Carrillo's wide open. This guy, the goal, a last-second goal in the 90th minute. A minute of added time. Peru could pull off a huge upset. Oh my God, is it possible? 3-2. 3-2. I cannot believe that just happened like that.
Well, here's the replay.
Check this out one more time. The man was unguarded, completely unguarded. Peru had no idea what was happening. A massive goal goes right past the goalkeeper into the net.
Lovely goal.
Andre Carrillo, man, I've actually had on my team before when I sold him for 40 million to Villarreal. By the way, I only bought him for 8. That was a fun time. Either way, not bragging. But anyway, I would have not predicted that. The referee's got to call this. This game is over. Peru suffers a defeat at the Peru beats Portugal 3-2, and that puts them up into first place.
Well, everybody connected.
No, it doesn't. It ties them for first place with Hungary. It puts Portugal in third place, putting them in a must-win. And this whole group is a must-win situation here. Holy heck, man. When we come back for the next game, folks, it'll be England versus Venezuela. Hi, can you pick a player for my career mode, please? Can I pick a player? I'm not even doing anything related to career mode, truthfully, at our RV Ford. I'm doing nothing close to that. This is the World Cup, my dude. Here's the funny part, honestly. I mean, England's going to be up against Venezuela. Venezuela has not had the best run of luck in Group A as it stands. England has a potential chance to be the first team to sweep their group stage. So that's what we're going to see, England and Venezuela coming out of this. And thank you so much, everyone. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to BVTV. That is it for FIFA 21 and the World Cup action for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Dead by Daylight, the Resident Evil chapter, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Don't miss it. It'll be a great fun stream as I'll be playing Killer and Survive with Jill and Leon. Can't wait. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time, everybody. Stay off the hook.